How about if I just talk to you guys now that I actually got shit loaded? Um, I was like trying to manage stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the one who was running the race room, so I guess I gotta do this. Oh good, we have more people who joined in. Josh just joined in. Cool. At first it was like for a long time it was just me and Bradlock in the room. I'm like, I hope other people join in. Now we're up to like 12, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Tifa, that's totally cool. You do whatever you want to do at your own pace. I just know, by next week, I have like a couple weird things where I'm gonna be like from not this coming Friday, next week Friday to Monday, I'm gonna be out of town for one thing. And then Tuesday through Thursday, I'm out of town for another thing. And then the next week, I have a little medical thing I gotta take care of. So, like, I have lots of little stuff just going on this month where I should be able to get in all my races. I just don't want to find out at the last minute like I'm scrambling for anything. So, worst case, it would be great if we can get one in before then, just so we only have the one to worry about. But you know, we'll see how it plays out. I'll have time at the end of the month. I just don't necessarily want to wait until the very end to cram things in, you know? Because we have until August 30th, and remember, you got to play 2 races against each of us. So you got to do a total of 6. I know. That's why don't rush into it a little bit. Take this, you know, take a few days to just kind of clear your head, just have some fun doing some other stuff. Don't worry about it. And then when you're ready to start jumping in, just start jumping in. Remember, the important thing is have fun. I'm going to just put this out there because I have so much respect for him. Specs is going to just demolish me, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's 2 for each one. So you got to play me twice, Whiskey Bill twice, and Specs twice. So it is important to know that. So you want to make sure that you're going through it and you want to get 6 races in. So if you are in a spot where you can do one by the end of the week, let me know. You know, we can just kind of take care of some stuff. I'll let Dr. John kick us off because he's sitting in here waiting. Okay, you know what? That would be great. If you're good with that. Oh, dropping. Get out of here, John. All right. We're going to start this. Yeah, if you're good for Saturday, if you feel like you're good for that, we'll schedule it and we can stick with that and go from there. Hopefully you'll feel like that'll be enough time and stuff like that. You know, that gives you time if you want to do some practice stuff. If you feel up for it, you can always jump in and do that. But I'm excited because you know, how much you and Whiskey Bill have both been, like, playing a lot and working on some different things. I am not looking past anyone in this group. Anything can happen on any given race, you know? I think it's a lot of fun that I actually, like, know a couple of you in there, and it's... No, seriously, you guys are playing really well. Bill, you had a really great race the other day, didn't you? You like came in first in something and smoked everybody. So, dude, it happens. It's awesome. Yeah, Tifa, that's totally okay. I appreciate that you're able to just tell me now what's going on. And like I said, we have time. I think we have until August 30th or something like that. So it's not a huge deal. I was just excited because I'm like, oh my god, I know some of these people who are in this room. So, and I don't know Specs very well, but I think he mentored Zax a bit last year, and he's very good. So, but I feel good because my qualifier time was only like maybe 4 minutes off Specs, and I think that's respectable considering how good of a player he is. So, let me double check my calendar just to be sure, Tifa, but I'm pretty sure that time is going to work because my other races are on tomorrow. I'm starting up against Specs at 7 o'clock, and then Bill and I set something up for Saturday afternoon, and then or Friday afternoon, and then I have specs on Friday night. So I think we're good, but I just want to double check and make sure that I'm not forgetting something. And then if it's good, I can always just set the schedule. But yeah, I'll double check all that. But like I said, no matter what happens, it's going to be fun. You know, I want to enjoy it. I think it's neat to do a tournament that's got a big Swiss round like that. Because besides the Metro tournament last year, the only other tournament... Oh, nice glove. The only other tournaments I've done were all, like, double elimination ones. So they didn't have, like, the Swiss round. So, like, it's nice that you're guaranteed 6 matches no matter what. And I think that that's pretty cool. Also, if you want to know something fun, guys, if you haven't been keeping up with the conversation on this end, I will tell you this because it's really cool. Since Bagels got into some restreaming, he wants to possibly pick up some of the races in our group. So you never know if he will end up restreaming one of our races on his channel or something like that. So that could be a lot of fun. So he'll let us know if he's going to do something like that. But I think he asked for permissions to be able to do some of that work. And they might have already granted it to him. So. Oh, no, your computer crashed. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, Limp Bagel's possibly looking into restreaming some of the races from our group. So you never know. That could be something that goes down at some point. Because he was excited that there was like... Yeah, I figured you would be. He was excited when he saw our group, and he was like, oh my god, like, we know all these people. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of neat. Because we were joking, like, it would be so cool if we ended up getting paired up with, you know, some people in his Discord and stuff like that. And then it ended up being me and Bill. And then obviously everyone knows you, Tifa, so it was like, oh, this is great. So we were just kind of like excited about that. No, what I was saying is let me double check my calendar and I'll look at it after the race. Yeah, you missed that part. I will look at it after this race, and if it's something I can do, I'll either put it through or whatever. I just want to make sure. Uh-oh. We have flute, guys. True boss. I gotta remember to activate it when I'm in the village. That's step 1 of the game. Ooh, 515? That's really fucking good for me. Woo! Yeah, so that's why I think I'm good, but I'm just gonna make sure that nothing else popped up. I should have kept track to the fact that was a map. Whoops. Alright, lost a second or two on the map. Austin, how are you? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm like 99% sure that we're fine. I just want to double check before we actually put it on the calendar. Not that we couldn't change it. I mean, it's pretty easy to fix. I'm doing good. I'm excited. I've got tournament races coming up this week, and it's going to be a lot of fun competing against a couple people that are actually sitting right here in my chat. So it's exciting. Give me all those bombs. Ah, screw it. That's enough. Oh, shit. Which one's that? Quake. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Oh, Jeez, okay. The seat's just handing everything out. Yeah, look, you don't have to justify anything, explain everything. It was a tight seed. It sucks to lose a close one like that. But, you know, like I said, when you get handed a ped seed and basically have to do almost all dungeons, and, you know, you go through and have to execute every dungeon perfectly in a high-stress situation, a deciding game 3 of a match, and you're within, like, seconds of each other, it stings to lose it, but you got to be proud of it, man. It was such a great race from both of you. It was just hard to decipher all that because the other problem is, and this is in case Bill's still in here and didn't see that race, didn't you guys get the book from your green pendant? Yeah, so the green pendant turn-in was the fucking book, so they didn't know what was on ped for the longest time, and that was your go mode flippers. That's hard. That's okay, game. That's hard mode. That's honestly hard mode. That's tough. So, what else are you gonna do? I mean, like, you're not gonna play for ped, and so you're gonna be checking everything, and there's no way you can know. The only thing that's trollier than that is if the book itself was on pedestal and it led to something. Nice bottle. Hey, look, I remembered to switch the flute. Now let's hope I actually go and do something with it. Oh my god. Oh, we so are going to go up the mountain soon. Of course, I would like to get, like, a mirror hammer to just also route, like, Hera in. That would be so cool. Oh, I almost did it. I almost didn't do it. Yeah. I mean, Tifa, there's a lot of really good runners who could have easily lost a race with that seed just because they're not going to play it like that. You know what I mean? That one's one of those where you end up kind of diverging at the end and the whole thing just ends up being up for grabs. And that doesn't feel good on either end. But it is what it is sometimes. It was absolutely bonkers to watch the ending of that. Yeah, that's a neat trick, and that's a tough one, too. I mean, obviously pulling that off would have been pretty incredible, but that's not... I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah. Was Samaria the item you guys started with in Escape? Because it was a standard opening, right? Yeah, Samaria? Okay. That's a fun opening. It's different. Okay, I think I'm still gonna do some southern stuff first. Come on. Okay. No, no, no. You have a flute. Use your flute. Let's get everyone's favorite checks out of the way. See, by the way, here's the dash lines for desert I was trying to tell you about. You come up here, you go to that, you just dash over here, boom, you're at Agena. So much better. I like how I'm telling you stuff so that you can beat me with it. Should have just held it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, pull the switch, dude. Love that. If I haven't even looked at my map yet, have I? Should probably do that. Sweet. Okay, so here is a red crystal, Eastern red pendant. Okay, that's all we need to know. Thanks. That happens to me way too much and I don't know why. I had to figure out why I'm not pressing the direction before. And now I have no bombs, which is really annoying. Nice master sword. There's bombs. Bailed the hell out. Super bail out. Nice bonk. Alright, let's... That's... Nice blue pave. Thank you so much, game. Got that twice. I just screwed this up. Hold on. We're not gonna do hobo. I just realized I don't have Moon Pearl yet. I don't want to do hobo. I want to do this. Okay. That works. I am smart. Okay, happy to see nothing there. That is absolutely fine. Whatever works for you. I am flexible. I'm just grabbing that because that annoyed me. Alright, let's do this real quick. I always hold off way too long on Agina. And let's go find out, or Saha I meant, and let's find out what Saha has, and then we can go up the mountain afterwards. I'm not very interested in doing Eastern. Oh, we had that. We missed it. I'm happy. Alright. I'm not talking to you. There we are. Alright. Well, that's interesting. That puts the mountain in double logic. It also puts a lot of Eastern in logic too, but I can always flute back there and do that real fast if this is nothing. More importantly, it might be just an Aga play, but I gotta look up here for Moon Pearl first. Okay. Really? Just get the... Holy shit. I'm not... Why am I not getting it? Alright, that needs to stop. That should be correct. I might be free to do that Wednesday. You just like run a seed together. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take that. What the fuck? Why not? We could both play it and just kind of mess around with it. Why did I do that? Wouldn't hurt. I'll be reeling from my match against Specs. I don't have no idea. Like, I don't know. If I'm on top of my game, maybe I'll have a chance. But he's really good. So, we'll see. I'm gonna give it my all. Did you ever mess with that, you bastard. Did you ever mess with the, that one thing I sent you, the simulator? Kinda. Yeah, I mean, it helps with a little bit of the routing idea because it helps you try to make decisions without having to, like, go through the entire seed. But I know, like, a lot of times you want the routing help, but you also, like, I think we all sometimes have those moments where, like, okay, sure, I need help with routing, but execution's also up there too. So actually playing it is still good. Okay, so that's not helpful. So if I don't get anything here, I'm probably going to gamble Moon Pearl on... do I really not have... Yeah, well, I could have Fire Rod. I might have to gamble Moon Pearl. Oh, come on. Ugh. Okay, well now we can go into Hera, so we'll do that. Nice. Yeah, that's fair. I prefer just to play the seeds too, but sometimes for like teaching, it's good to kind of like think through the process a little bit like that. Alright, so we're gonna need to go to Hera. We could check Ether Tablet. Oh, we're certainly healthy. There we go. Proper hook frickin' speed. We can get our Dark World info while we're here. Let's do that real quick. Okay, Skullwood, Swamp, Pod. Oh my god. Super boss. Are you serious? baby seed. Wow, I just backed up and moved out of the Harapot. I want to point out that I rolled this, and I rolled a good seed. I don't know if that timing was right. Am I sure? I mean, it might still be an Agaseed, but we have freaking Butter Sword. Like, what is that about? Because this isn't the Moon Pearl, but I'm gonna get the crystal anyway. There it is. Look at all those upcoming races. You know, Tifa, you are right. It could take a turn. All right. Do we go to desert first? I mean, I'm 2 items away. The likelihood of this being good is probably... Here's the thing, though. Why am I have the book out? I can beat desert, so I can just get the crystal. So it's not a complete waste of time. So, yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, no. I was about to say something stupid. We're not doing that. Okay. Alright, we know the item here is crap. So, even if this doesn't give me Dark World access, I don't really care. Because we had to beat it anyway. Hit the switch. Alright, big key or small key? What do we got here? Small. Alright, if we get one item on the side, we go right to Lammo afterwards, and we hope the second item's there. If we don't... then we just check the big chest anyway. Okay, so we're gonna check the big chest anyway, because we know it's an item. Sorry, Tifa, looks like you ran out. Alright, let's see what we got here. There it is! Okay, now, it would be hilarious if I get a hammer or second glove off Lammo. But if not, at least I know when I do Aga, I'll have access to things. I do not, because I'm dumb. God. Okay. Alright, good. I found Moon Pearl. So, if this is actually like a glove or a hammer, I can avoid Aga for a while. I don't think that's gonna happen. But it would be funny. I'm gonna beat this and probably just do Aga Climb right after. That's the plan. Nice kill. Yeah. That figures. But coming here to get the Moon Pearl, very important. So let's see. No hammer, no bow. I think I'm gonna end up beelining for Thieves Town unless I get something on Pyramid that tells me otherwise. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I know. That was the blessing and curse from Mentor Tournament last year for me as I became affiliate. And I have interruptions. Tifa's schedule and shit. Ah! No, the bonk was unnecessary, but here we are. Really don't need to do that the whole way through. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I knew I was gonna get that. I am just honestly, you guys had no idea how big of a smile I got in my face when I saw the new Discord threads and saw both of you in there. I'm like, dude, that's so cool. And, Bill, I will tell you, the bot's really great. I was complimenting, the person who's behind a lot of the programming has been in some of the chats, and I was complimenting how good the bots have been, because they use a similar one for some of the other tournaments, and it's been pretty good. I think even Go Mode Podcast might consider going to one soon, like next year, maybe. Just because they've gotten pretty good. It makes the streamlining so much easier. Unnecessary. I took a swipe at you because I'm pissed. But, Bill, I'm going to tell you, we should probably make sure when we schedule Game 2 that it's a prime time slot for Bagel to possibly restream it. We should see what works with his schedule. Because I think he wants to do that. Just tell Specs, if you gotta wait a little bit on the matches, you don't have to go into a lot of details if you don't want to. Just be like, hey, I'm trying to just space it out a little bit. And if we can we do it around these times? I mean, you have until August 30th. You don't have to cram them in. Specs was just really trying to get a lot of the things scheduled in. You might just be someone who wants to get in early, or maybe he's got a time commitment. So, just be straightforward. But yeah, I'm like, he wanted to get both of our races in this week, and I'm like, that's fine with me. It worked out in my schedule, so. I don't know if he's also, maybe he's got like a vacation planned or something, you know what I mean? So, you might just want to try and front load it to make sure he's done. I understand that. Okay, that's fine. You can always just spread it out a little bit. I'm sure you'll understand. As long as you get him in, and if it's a real big problem, like if he's going to be gone for a while, there is an async option as well if you need to, so. Yeah, we had talked about it, Bill. We'll take a look. I mean, that time's fine for me. We can just see if we can find another one for game 2. Because, like I said, I don't mind getting mine done a little bit early, because by Friday next week, I have, like, a few days where I'm going to be gone, do something with friends, and then I come back home for, like, one night. And then I have a few days where I'm doing, like, a work thing. And then after then I've got, like, something I gotta take care of, which is going to take a few more days where I might not necessarily be able to sit down for 2 hours and stream. So, I'm just trying to be conscious of that, where I want to... Because, like, I'm definitely going to be fine once we get out of Swiss stage, but if I can get most of my races in before all that crap goes down, it would just be good. We don't need those bombs. We just picked some up. I hate it when there's bombs in that cave. It's so stupid. Oops. Alright. Sounds good. Yeah, you do whatever's right for you. You have, plenty of time. Alright, I'm gonna probably... Man, this is gonna be a tough call. Like, I can clear out Skull Woods, but I don't know if I want to. I feel like that's gonna be risky, even with the green pendant. But I also feel like I just want to do it. Let's see what's up here first. Oh, okay. Well, this changes things. Whoops. Okay, now I feel like I almost want to do Village of Outcasts first, but let's at least see what items we get in here. It should. I don't think I have anything going on Wednesday night. The other thing, too, is... I mean, if you're interested, there is at 8 o'clock, like, an actual Kaz Boots race thing, but we don't have to do that. We could just do our own thing. Like, that's when the weekly is now. So the last few weeks, Dr. John's rolled those, and he's rolled some shit seeds, so... I like to call him out when he rolls garbage. Ah. Ugh. I'm not happy with this. See, this is probably a waste of time. Yeah, that's fair. But let's say I get like a bow in here. Like that would be huge. Because then I could just go and... Alright, we're just gonna go for Moth at this point. But if I do get a bow... Like, I know it can show up in plenty of other places, but if I do get a bow, then Pod's totally beatable. And that already opens up the Pyramid Fairy. Ugh. I should have done the chest down there first. It's alright. It's alright. I don't care if I have magic going into this fight. Looks like I will have a little bit anyway. Oh god. Let's not take all the hits. I don't need the key. I don't know why I was gonna go for it. Get away from the spikes, you piece of crap. Okay, so nothing, but we get a green pennant for our troubles. We could skip the chest, though. Alright, well, on the thieves, which we should have just done anyway. Oh, shit. You know what I am gonna be dumb about? Alright, let's do this real quick. I forgore something. We'll drop this off right here. Just in case. We need at least one, possibly two. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. And good luck on your gaming. Whoop. Well, there's our bow. That's fine. We got Pod in play now. Okay, Vu is just loaded. Man, if I would have come down here first, I would have never gone to Skullwoods. So, I mean, if the green pen had turned in is actually a value, that's great. But not doing Skullwoods might have been the better play. We'll find out. Alright. So there's a chance that I could beat Meyer. I can definitely do Pods totally in Logic. Ice Palace I could do out of Logic. And honestly, that's not a bad idea because we don't really need the flippers for anything else in the seed. So I might not worry about those. Unless I find something in ice that makes me go, uh-oh. So really, the biggest thing I need at this point, possibly medallions, but definitely an ice rod. Did not mean to do that. Alright, sweet. That's all the items. Oh, get out of my way, dude. He had to be right there. So I think I'm going to make an interesting call here. I might just go find out what opens up Meyer. And if Meyer's beatable, just do it. And then we just rush the dungeons at this point and see if Ice Rod's along the way. And then I can do cleanup if it's not there. We have a lot of other weird shit to do too. I mean, I could just do Meyer Shed as well. Let's take a gamble and find out if this is gonna work or not. Because worst case, I'm clearing out crystal dungeons anyway. Alright. It's ether. So that's good information to know. Okay. So what I'm probably going to do now is let's just go directly to hype. And then I'm going to go to pod from here. And we did look at the pyramid item. I don't know why I'm not marking these things off. Because then in my head I'm like, I got a route in the pyramid. No, you don't. You've seen that. Nice single rupee. Yeah, I had to have a feeling that Hype Cave was going to be disappointing this seed. We've gotten a lot of items in a lot of other places. And on the way to pod, we can check Green Pendant and see if that's got value. Because if Green Pendant actually has value, that would be pretty good. Wasted my fucking time. You're a dick. Ugh. Alright. Again, the biggest thing we're looking for at this point, medallions, definitely ether, and an ice rod. Item? Sure. Okay. Let's get bombs out for this. Okay, can we stop that? There we go. Accidentally killed the mini Halma with the bomb though, which is funny. Alright, there's only one key remaining. I'm probably gonna find it in here, so we'll check Halma Cell Way. Or no. Okay, I'm surprised. Alright, that's fine. Really thought it was gonna show up inside there. Come on, don't make me strike out. Give me the damn ice rod or something. Okay, well, that puts ice in logic. Not that I needed an excuse, but now that's definitely a play that I want to do next. Plus, it also gives me Hobo. Like, in logic Hobo. Maybe I just be on the safe side and grab a quick potion, because we can. Funny. Okay. Alright, this is the check that I decided to go back on and not do early. So let's see if this bites me at all. But I mean, I got that fire rod early. Nah. Alright. So I'm going to do ice. And then I have a couple decisions to make. If I get progression here, awesome. If I don't, I might want to read Ped. Just so I know whether or not I should just beat Swamp and Eastern. I haven't set foot in either. And if Ped's nothing, I'd probably just go up the mountain again. And do the Dark Death Mountain checks and see if we can get into TR. Because that's probably the play I need to make. Hey, Wombat. How is your game night going? Did it happen? Or are you already done? Still going? Very cool. This seat's been fun. We had like a 20-minute butter sword. But now we're looking for Ice Rod and at least Ether for go. Depending on what sort of rock requires as well. We haven't been up there, but I figure if we find Ether, we gotta be hopefully guaranteed to get in, you know. Odds. But we know Ether opens up Mire. So I absolutely need that. And unfortunately, Peds and Logic, now that we found Flippers. So I kind of want to read Ped maybe after this and then go up the mountain and do checks, just so I know whether or not I need to beat Eastern in the swamp. Nice boots. Alright. Oh, we're done here. Cool. We already got all the items. Let's go. That was a fast one. Whoops. It's a good thing I picked up that potion, though. I have full health. We can do our... We'll be fine. I'm being stubborn, but we're good. No, you tried. That was close. Fucking snowball. I didn't know what direction it was going to go and wasn't paying attention to it. That was a fast ice. Alright, I can do Red Bomb real quick too, so I'll go back and do that, but I want to... I should probably just suck it up and do all the Smith Chain garbage. But let's find out. If this is required, then I just know that I need to clear out these dungeons anyway. Alright. You're cool. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm a lot less motivated to go in any of those dungeons. So let's clean up a bunch of crap over here. Because now these things could basically just be anywhere. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Now I'm a little bit more interested in the possibility of TR. But man, if I had the ice rod, I'd just go. Okay, we know this is crap, because we did see that. Here, we'll do this first. Nope. Nice half magic. Alright. Bottle percent. Perfect. Let's clear out Meyer. Oh, did it not happen? Cool. So now, after this, if it's not here, we could do red bomb into Death Mountain, and it's probably going to be up on the mountain somewhere. That's the risk we got to take at this point. Hopefully it's just in here and we can just go to TR right after. The fun part about Ether being on Bamo's tablet. Hilarious game. It's a good joke. Come on. Always a God Meyer when you're looking for an item. Without fail. I guess I should have just considered going straight back, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much I really like that move. It's one. Why did I do that? Alright, good. That's the second item, so let's go. We were able to skip cutscene chests. That's what matters the most. Whatever, I didn't set up for it. Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. Get caught on that damn fire shooter. Really doesn't matter. Okay. Quick Vidi kill. I think I'm still gonna do red bomb real quick. Maybe mushroom? I don't know. And sniper down there. Never mind, we weren't getting the dash. I just remembered, we should just empty this out. Not here. That works. Not the mushroom. Alright, let's go. Up this way. Should have gotten this sticker. There it is. We'll go open up the portal, and then we can open up TR. And then we'll double check the checks on the outside before we go in, just in case it's there. And Dr. John's done, of course. So I'm hoping it's Empath in that case, but we'll see. Dr. John has been on a tear. And in the Kaz Boots tournament, he's got the #1 seed in his group. And if anyone's going to take down the #1 seed, it might be John at this point. It's double ether. Alright, let's find out if it's over here. Because if not, and we go into TR and we don't find it, we're going to be sad. But I think it's going to be here. Or at least on the mountain somewhere. Alright, so we got 2 early keys. That's great. Means we might get an item here. Powder, that's great. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it, but that's just not what I was hoping for. I don't like the fact we just got 2 early items and neither one of them were Ice Rod. Alright, we got a vanilla big key. That's always fun. And Sean just finished. Very good. Nice silvers. Now, that's not exactly a bow and Turok, but that's close enough, right? That's essentially part of the dungeon. Alright, what do we think? Crystal Roller Room? I think it's Crystal Roller Room. Nice. Just take all the shots. Oh my God. I was right. Classic. Alright, we still gotta get a small key from down here. Nice red meringue. That's all the items in here. God's sakes, in the vanilla chest. Okay. Time for GT. So it's really a pity. The only thing I did in this seed that really wasted time was risking Skullwoods. Okay, game. Got it. So yeah, Skullwoods the only thing I did that was a waste of time. Other than that... Okay, dude. Oh my god. Just die. I gotta get those just in case. Not my finest moment. We do have a fairy in a bottle, 2 reds and a blue. We're more than stacked on recovery. Ah, this room. Dunbar next. Very cool. I missed both. Well, now they came right back down to me. That was nice of them. You... Oh, good. I didn't think I was going to get that because I got knocked off of it. And Scanler's done, too. Very good. Alright, I'm not that far behind this crew. This is the time difference if I didn't go into Skullwoods. Okay, gotta make sure we grab the key from that mini Hamas here. He doesn't want to play, so we'll leave him alone. Good. Double. Double. Cool. Double. Death Tax is just finished. Damn. Alright. Josh the Kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, John God routed that one. He's just like 115, seriously? It happens. God routed it didn't dilly-dally. Son of a bitch. We're okay. Extreme Rando got me. Damn it. Thank you very much for the GGs. We'll finish 7th, 132.02. It was a fast seed, honestly. 7th out of 12. I could have been probably a few minutes faster if I didn't do the stupid Skullwoods dip. That slowed me down too much. The one time a pendant dungeon in a fucking Kaz Bootsy doesn't have anything, and I go for it. All right. Hey, that was good. Overall, I felt pretty good about it. You know, you get bit on that. Like I said, in half the other seeds, you don't go into the pendant dungeon. You get bit that way, so it's like, whatever. What's the difference? Overall, it was a good time. That's the important part. Alright. Yeah, I gotta double check my schedule and get scheduled with Tifa. That's what I'm gonna do here in a minute. Bill, when's your first matchup? Do you have one? You said you were doing Wednesday against Specs, right? Is that your first one then? Because Tifa didn't schedule anything, so that must be it. Jeez, Indio doing 2 races today? Yep. Played Link to the Past Ken earlier, and now Indio's also playing against Panda. Man, it's just exciting to be part. Like last year, this was like Cast Boost was like wrapping up as the Metro tournament was starting, so it's kind of fun to be part of the excitement of it instead. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. I look forward to our match coming up on Friday afternoon, and then we'll have to talk, and maybe we'll try to coordinate with Bagel on finding out whether or not we can come up with a prime time spot that works for all of us. And we can get game 2 scheduled. I'll have to check with Bagel and see what his availabilities are, and then we can chat about it and see what works. I'll reach out to him and see what he says. Alright. I am going to get going. There's just a couple people, 3 people left in this race. But I'm going to just cut from here. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, I got Specky Specs. It's going to be a mess. Let's see how it goes. Catch you then. Goodbye.